Hey guys, it's Postboxpat. Welcome back to a Fortnite Storyline video where we're going to be focusing on storyline and a few little map changes and a mini event coming very soon to Fortnite. Now, if you guys aren't already subscribed, we've been improving massively from 85% to 80% of you guys that watch the videos that aren't already subscribed. So if you're new around here, smash that subscribe, smash that notification bell. You're subscribing to a legit creator, someone that's true and loyal about the game and absolutely loves it. And it's just, in general, a great place to be in the Fortnite community. Also, guys, some more news about myself. For those buying the actual X-Force set with code Postboxpat, I'm going to be giving you guys some shoutouts in the upcoming videos. So here's a few people purchasing that. If you'd like a shout, head over to the new revamped Discord, which I've kind of just spent the whole day yesterday revamping, and you guys can go over there and put it in the support a creator section to gain a shout out. Those that haven't noticed, in the past week I have spent over 20 hours hearting and replying to comments. This is true dedication to the channel, and I plan on doing this throughout the future. So if you guys would like a chance of getting a reply to your comment, a heart, just comment something down below. Let me know what you think of the channel, let me know what you think of the theories, comment your theory. I'll be looking through them today and over the upcoming week. Don't forget, guys, if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does, so please smash a like in the next 5 seconds on the video. It helps the video get out there, and I show true dedication and passion to my fans. It's something which I believe in and love to do throughout all of my social networks, so make sure you're following me on them if you can. Obviously, I can't reply to every single comment, but I try my best to reply to so many, and I've been spending so much time. Just go and have a look through the past videos if you don't believe me. So the first big piece of map change news we've got actually relates to a live event which is going to be happening very soon. It's not the storyline event, but it's something else. So as it slowly starts to render in, this can be seen all over the map. There are several of these posters, and there are also rumors that there's going to be 2 more. So this is just the first set of the posters. You can see that we see kind of a music note in the middle, brackets around it, some smaller dots, a big circle, kind of like a little vibe with a space planet which looks like Saturn, and a few other dots. The first thing that comes to mind when I see this is the Travis Scott event. This would be based around Astro World, but in Fortnite Battle Royale, because Fort Tory then goes and looks into this a little bit deeper into the files, and it looks like he's found a 19x19 platform that's probably going to be floating around the sky in this bulb area or circle area that we get to be in, which is really cool. So I'm very excited for that piece of information, and I can't wait to see how the event's going to play out. And the other posters, I can't wait to see them either, so I'm going to cover all that when it actually drops. Now, the next piece of information I've got for you guys is something which is kind of a little bit confusing. That is the brand new X-Force trailer. So many of you guys have been saying that in the helicopter that flies past at the start of the trailer, it's Chaos Agent. Now, I've actually been looking into this even further. First, I tweeted someone saying it was just going to be obviously part of the promotion, but I've started to think maybe it's not just part of the promotion, and that's why I've put it in the title, because this is actually quite a big topic to look at. So let's slow it down a little bit for you guys. So here is it slowed down, and I'll pause it right there. And as you can see, it's not Chaos Agent, unfortunately. It looks like it's the Burnout skin. But what does this mean? Because this doesn't just mean, oh well, it's the Burnout skin. That's not the case, because let's go and look at Midas's office. Hold on a minute. Is that the Burnout skin on the wall? It is. So this definitely is big. What is going on right here? I do not know. Either this is just part of the promotion, I'm looking into this too far, or, you know, there's something big here. What's happening here? Why is Burnout helmet being turned to gold, but he's used in this trailer? Again, a great piece of information. Now, on the line of Chaos Agent, let's jump over to the prison area where the prisons are. Now we know that there are 2 cells in this section of the map. We've got the section with the calendar, which is confirmed to be the month March. We talked about what this calendar shows in last night's video. I'll mention it again in a moment, just for the people that haven't seen that video. I'll give you guys a brief overview of it. But there are 2 cells. So what's going on in these cells, and why are there 2 major cells in this section? So the one with the calendar clearly indicates that Oro broke out. It's almost guaranteed that this was Oro's Awakenings challenge during this section of the actual calendar in March, where the crosses and the lines are at the bottom. So, you know, Oro clearly broke out of here. Now, why is he broken out? Well, he actually has something to do with the gold vibe. We know that Midas may have powered or extracted power from Oro and took his gold touch. So, if Oro has escaped, this obviously means that Midas is now nervous and trying to prepare something to kind of prepare against him, and obviously he's got the problem with Shadow at the same time on the map. So 2 big problems for Midas right there. Now we know that Midas is Team Ghost, we'll talk about that in a little bit more, but you know, one thing that indicates that is because this prison is located in a Ghost environment. The shark is owned by Ghost, so we know that Midas is probably on Team Ghost at the moment, but he could go rogue any moment in the storyline, and we also know that Oro has been captured by Ghost in this situation. So let's talk about the other prison across the river on the little island. So who's in here? Now, there are 2 skins in my mind that I think are in here, and a lot of people also say Midas could be in here. Now, let's write off that Midas isn't in here because we see him in his office, and we know that he's building, obviously, the Doomsday device in his office. And let's think about what skins could possibly be in this prison. Now, Chaos Agent is built of a different substance. He's kind of built of like an oily texture substance. So I don't think that if Midas touched Chaos Agent, I don't think he would turn into gold, but I do think his helmet did turn to gold like we saw in the trailer. You know, in the Midas' trailer we see that Chaos Agent's helmet's gold down the right. We all know that. I've made a video on that in the past. So what does that mean? Well, if he has captured Chaos Agent, he's only captured the oily substance version of him. But for some reason, if he did eliminate Chaos Agent, the other option could be Tempest. Now, Tempest's skin, which we've seen, obviously I've mentioned that in yesterday's map change video, it's over in the actual rig area, but it's also in Midas's office. So take a look at these screenshots here. These are some extra previews of Midas's office that we can't actually explore yet. These will probably be locations that we get to explore further down the line into another update, where we get to kind of get a wider view or kind of visit further into his kind of area. You can probably guess this is the case because there is a skin here which has been turned to gold, which isn't a skin that we can see if we just go in right now, and obviously the Tempest statue right there. So this is probably something that isn't in the game yet. I've got a feeling that Midas is going to go and take this from the rig because we can't actually see it in game. We've got to think in real time here. Sometimes when we do these storyline videos, and other people do these storyline videos as well, they think too far ahead. Think in real time, guys, alright? So right now, as I'm making this video, which is the, what day is it? 17th of April, we know that this kind of picture here isn't in the game yet. We can't actually see it. So when we can see it, it may get removed from the rig, which should make sense. Now, this skin isn't exactly Tempest, but could be a variant of him, or it could be the color that Tempest's suit has ended up being, because obviously it's been in a structure or inside a cabinet for a very long time by the looks of it, and Midas has touched it as well. So it's kind of got that bronzy gold vibe to it. Maybe Tempest has been taken out of the skin, and obviously that's maybe why it's given that vibe, and this will probably be a new variant of that skin as well. So that also leads me to say that maybe Tempest is back in at this prison over at the shark. So a huge big storyline right there for you all. I know it's huge information and a huge big change for everybody in the storyline, but I really do hope that has given you an insight to what is going on with the war currently. But Deadpool, oh yeah guys, Deadpool has a part to play in the storyline this season. It's gotta be, because let's jump on over to Deadpool's yacht. Check this one out. This is very interesting, and it's not just over at the yacht, it's at every other point of interest with a vault at it. So if you go and land at a vault and break into the vault, you'll notice now the actual crates in the vaults actually have a symbol on of the current area who's it's owned by. So if, for example, you go over to the yacht, you break in, you can see that the chests have the ghost symbol on. This is clearly symbolizing or telling us that the yacht is owned by Ghost. And who's on the yacht currently? Deadpool. So it looks like he's almost confirmed to be deployed by Ghost. Now, in a lot of my previous videos, probably the last 2 recent storyline videos I've mentioned and a recent update video, I've also said how at first it was a prediction, but it looks like it's going to be confirmed. Deadpool is going to make his way down the actual section of that coast towards the grotto, past Dirty Dots, past Steamy Stacks that way, and then obviously he'll make it to the grotto and have a battle there, taking over the grotto away from Brutus. Also, the trailer kind of hints this as well. He's on his way and maybe halfway there, because the trailer shows that they're at Dirty Docks. Now, this is more of a side storyline, but I do definitely think the yacht could move up a little bit further. So that's going to be nice to see if that does happen. It's also rumoured on the Misfits map as well, but again, they don't seem to be on the map or in the game at all anymore, that Misfits map, so I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously we know the Gnome storyline's huge as well, but I'll keep you guys updated on the Gnome storyline in the map change videos. That to me is a side story. It's not as important as the main Fortnite storyline which we're talking about right now. So what else is happening? Well, someone said to me on Discord, I've had a few people say this to me actually, that the kind of, I guess you want to call them the plug holes, or maybe the holes or the plugs, wherever they are inside of the main river over by the agency, we know that these all point off in different directions, and there's actually one that doesn't really exactly link in with the yacht, so maybe it's not in line exactly. So this is what makes you think the yacht may move up a little bit, and it is a boat. Like, out of all the new point of interests, the one that could move is the yacht. So hopefully Epic maybe push that yacht up to the grotto, have a big battle at the yacht. I think it'd be nice to see a miniature kind of, not an event, but like a changing situation with that. So let's jump back in, guys, though, and check out Midas's office. This again is huge as well, storyline content, because Midas's office, he's got a lot of stuff going on. This is what we see in real time right now. This is key to know. The word real time is key. This is now, not what is kind of projected or leaked or anything like that. So we look at Midas's office, and what we can see right now is the Doomsday device in the background through his glass is off. It's not powered. He's still working on it. We can see that he's got a bunch of books and a bunch of things on the right. It looks like he's studying on how to power that device over there. And guys, he's got curtains. So you see his soldiers in here. You see Peely, Lynx, Love Ranger. You see them right there, and the engineer over there on his photo, on like a photo frame, in obviously over by the what's it called, the gramophone. That's it. So the curtains, why are they there? Because Midas has been hiding this all along. This is what makes me think he's gone a little bit rogue in this. You can see that he's not all of his shoes are gold either, which is cool because he's only touched some of his shoes. Some of the ones he's put on without turning them to gold. I like that little touch there that Epic have added in. But he's turned his kind of soldiers or teammates to gold because maybe they've come down here and he's had the curtains open, he's been working on it, and he's had to touch them and turn them to gold. And that's why I think he's harvesting the power of Uro, or has harvested the power of Uro, because maybe this isn't going off the classic mythology of Midas. He's actually going off, because maybe this isn't going off the classic mythology of King Midas, it's just taken from that story. But rather than not being able to control the powers in the classic story of King Midas, I think Midas in Fortnite can control his powers and is able to turn what he wants to gold. And that's why he's turning certain items to gold and certain items that aren't gold. Otherwise, everything in this room right here would be gold, you know. Every single thing would have turned to gold in this room. All of the shoes, the entire floor, everything would be gold if he touched stuff and it turned to gold. So it makes me think that he has control of the power. So I do think this is a big change for the storyline, and definitely makes us kind of wonder what is going on in this room. And obviously with the curtains and stuff, he's clearly been hiding something. We're going to get different views on this point of view as well, which is nice. You can see if I actually leave and join this room, you can kind of see an inside to it. You can kind of get like a little zoom in. You can even see that left side a little bit when we zoom in. You know, you can kind of see it. We can't explore it yet exactly other than looking at leaks, but I like that little zoom in effect. It's nice to see that there is something else there, and it's even the table as the spawn room. It makes me think that this spawn room or this table, he's got another copy of it or taken it to his office. And obviously this it's kind of confusing because right now we see all these agents and these haven't moved. I feel like this is just the screen that like kind of like sells the game, you know what I mean? This is just like a sales screen. This isn't anything to do with the storyline in this screen, but it only starts exploring it when you go over to the agents' rooms, and this is when you start to understand it a little bit further. So it's a nice little touch there. I do really like it, and I do definitely think that we will start to see some huge game change stuff happen in the storyline. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Check out the other videos on screen. I hope it has given you a big insight to the storyline. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. I'll see you guys in my future videos. Much love and respect to everyone supporting me. And once again, this is Postboxpat signing out.